Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. Welcome back to Movie Monday for the second time today. I got my camera back. I dropped it down the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So it's been... I got my main camera for like reaction videos, and I got my phone I've been using. But this camera that I've had for years, it's been out of commission for a few months. Got it fixed though. Anyway, that was a bit off topic. We are watching Day Shift, which is a recent movie, a new release. It's a Netflix movie, so I can just watch it at home. I'm intrigued. I just saw Jamie Foxx Day Shift. I thought, hey, Jamie Foxx action movie, sounds cool. Then I read the synopsis. An LA vampire hunter has a week to find money for to pay for his daughter's tuition fees and braces. So he's got to provide for his kid. Except his job is to hunt vampires and apparently take their teeth and earn money from that. So yeah, his job could just kill him, but he's got to do that job more. And I saw the opening fight, which happened almost straight away. That was crazy. He was fighting an old lady who was a vampire, and her body was very flexible. That was a very insane, brutal fight with a lot of detail, and it was pretty crazy. He fought that vampire like there was no tomorrow, and it was kind of disgusting at times with the way it vomited on him and everything. But yeah, him fighting vampire was pretty cool, and then the way he took out the second one was also pretty badass. So far it sold me on the action. If they give me more of that from like the first fight scene, if they give me more of that, I'll be very pleased. But that's a good start. It's a good start. So he's at his daughter's mum's house, and she's planning to take the kid and move with her mother in Florida, which is a long way from California. She needs stability, and of course, you know, kids need stability. But yeah, like her school's giving her until Monday to pay her tuition fees, and he didn't know about this. So he's just like, give me till Monday, please, don't leave. The tuition fees were $5,000, which, you know, to be honest, was lower than I expected. Then I heard the braces price, because she needs braces. $6,000 for braces. Well, she said $6,000, and she said she found someone that quoted 4,800. It costs that much for braces? I know that in the US they got to pay for a lot more, obviously. In the UK it's like, you got to pay for certain medicines and stuff, but like, you know, generally like treatment and other things, you know, is paid for through tax money. But like, braces, $6,000? Is that a real thing? Wow. Based on a Google search, actually, yeah, Americans pay like thousands. 6,000, 5,000, 3,000 I've seen in dollars. Someone in the Philippines paid $1,000. Which is actually fairly cheap compared to... I didn't know they cost so much. I mean, I knew they cost, but like, I didn't think it was in the thousands. I thought it was in the hundreds. Wow. Even like someone in the UK paid £3,500. Damn! You gotta pay a lot for braces. I didn't know this. I had no idea. I learned this from a movie about vampires. So he's tried to sell these teeth to a vampire, but I mean, he could go to the Union. I don't know what that is, but he's not allowed there for some reason. So he's at this, I guess, a black market seller. I recognize the actor. I can't remember where he's from, but he definitely looks familiar. He's trying to sell these things to him. The offer's not as much as he expected. And he fought an old lady. He fought like an elder tooth. Ooh, because it's worth a lot. It's worth like $20,000. Apparently she was 10 years too young. Yeah, it's this guy. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen him somewhere else. I can't remember where. Also, like, Dave Franco's in it, which is pretty good. Snoop Dogg is in it. Scott Adkins is in this. Oh, I've just seen Snoop Dogg. He's here. Hey, that's good timing. So Snoop Dogg is in the Union. He's helped him get an interview to get back into the Union, and even though they don't want to let him back in, he is back in. But the interviewers keeping a close eye on him, and on the condition that he's supervised by a union rep. He has his job. He wanted the night shift. I'm guessing the Union is just a vampire hunting agency. I assume so, but they have rules. They have a rule book, and Jamie Foxx broke a lot of these codes. There's a whole book of his of what he did wrong. So many violations, each one, you know, sackable. You know, so the fact that he got a job back was quite ridiculous. But he needed it badly, so he got it back on many conditions. But he wanted a night shift, and apparently he caused too much trouble on the night shift in the past. They wouldn't give it to him, so he has the day shift, which is less money, but I guess that's where the movie title is from. He's working in the day as a vampire hunter. This should be good. So Dave Franco plays the guy who has to supervise him, but he seems to be quite a young guy, and he's got to follow him around, and Jamie Foxx's character just doesn't like him at all. So yeah, it's kind of feels like a buddy cop sort of thing at the moment, because he's got to join him on the hunt. So that's intriguing. I like a buddy cop sort of vibe, and parts of this are quite comedic. So I like how they're doing this. I like the way it's going. So far, so good. Also, like, the old vampire at the start has some sort of significance because someone found him, and now there's powerful people after Jamie Foxx as well. So I'm sure that's going to come into it very soon. Right, first of all, this female villain, I think she's the main villain. She's hunting Jamie Foxx down. She is crazy. She is brutal. She's gone to that black market seller and she's tortured him. But yeah, she's going to be hard to beat. I assume she's going to be the final boss. But I've just seen a scene where they team up with some twins. So these twins or brothers? Scott Adkins plays one of them. So they are famous hunters, famous vampire hunters, and kind of rivals to Jamie Foxx. But they team up with the twins, with the brothers, to invade a house full of vampires. Dave Franco wets himself twice in this movie already. Probably happens more times because he's that scared. But that whole scene of the four of them going into that vampire house, that whole fight scene was awesome. That was really, really fun, really cool to watch. Although Dave Franco finds something out because he knows about these vampires. He sees 4 different species of vampires from dead bodies. And that's not supposed to happen. They don't normally like get along like that. So that's intriguing. So why would they get along? Maybe there's something behind it. And they got a special sunscreen where they can survive in the daylight, at least temporarily. So that's interesting. They're adapting to be alive during the day, but also something's up because enemy vampires are teaming up and living together. So I'm curious at where this is all going. Well, the lady vampire has found him. Her men have tracked him to his daughter's party. So I assume the vampires killed at the start were her family. And this lady villain is pissed. She's threatening to kill his family, take everything from him, and obviously kill him as well. So she's found him. He's being chased. He's gotta escape. And his daughter's distracted in the car, playing Mario Kart with her headphones on, oblivious to what's going on. Right, that was a really fun chase scene, but it ends badly because he goes back to their house to find out the mom has been captured, and now they've been captured. And basically she threatens, well, first she's turned Dave Franco into a vampire, and she wants him to eat Jamie Foxx. And she said that she wants to turn his daughter into a vampire, and then she wants his daughter to kill the mother of his daughter. So she wants his daughter to kill her mother after becoming a vampire. That is messed up. Right, so his friend betrayed him. It's a girl, she's also a vampire. But she reveals some interesting information. So the old lady that Jamie Foxx killed at the start of the movie was the villain's daughter. Even though looks a lot older than the villain. But yeah, something to do with like aging, and she wanted to turn her, but by the time she managed to turn her, she was too old. So she was her daughter, she was a young child, but because she aged so much, yeah, it's a long explanation. It shouldn't be, but make it sound confusing. The old lady is her daughter, not her mother. So that's, but yeah, because he killed her daughter, she wants revenge by taking his family. First of all, I like how Dave Franco, despite becoming a vampire, actually stays on the good side. At the start he doesn't, but like, it's like an instinct to go after Jamie Foxx, and he chops his head off, but like, he recovers and puts his head back on. But yeah, Dave Franco is a vampire on the side of Jamie Foxx, along with this other girl who's his friend, who's also a vampire, and they team up. The final battle with Snoop Dogg as well, the final battle is really cool, and I like the final one-on-one fight between Jamie Foxx and the villain. She has like some sort of super speed. Oh, Snoop Dogg, I thought he died. He's there. Anyway, she had like some sort of super speed, which is really hard to beat. But the way Jamie Foxx killed her, I love how they did it. It worked so perfectly with the very first fight of the damn movie. After the fight with the old lady, which is her daughter in the movie, what happens at the end with a certain wire, he kills the villain in the same way. And I like how they did it. Like, it was just like, it works every time. Like, it was just like in the first scene. He did something exactly the same. I love the callback within the same movie. Perfect way to end it, because like, I didn't see it coming, but it happened. I'm just like, oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Perfect ending to the fight, and a good movie ending as well. He kept his job, and Dave Franco's on his side now. And I think he got enough money to pay for his daughter's fees, but they didn't get to that scene. They just ended it. But yeah, he was shaking his teeth, the teeth and vampire teeth. I think he had enough. I think they were all right. But yeah, good movie. Good movie. I really enjoyed it, and I hope maybe there's a sequel, because that was really fun. And something else in this universe I think would be awesome. Sorry if I sound weird. I've been under the weather. I've been coughing a lot, and it's worse when I talk, which is really frustrating. So I can't like talk constantly anymore, because I can't do it without having a coughing fit. But yeah, very good movie. Really enjoyed it. 8 out of 10 for me. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see you.